It's time to lock and load. Here at Filmocracy, we pride ourselves to spotlight the underdogs. Today, we target independent short action films filled with blood, guns, and fisticuffs. There's only one rule: narrative. Sorry, stunt guys, no 5-minute fight scenes showing off your kick-ass choreography this time. Perhaps those will be explored in another future video. Crack your knuckles, cause it's time for...
Son of a bitch.
Filmocracy's Top 10 Action Short Films. Before we start, remember, if you're an independent filmmaker who's looking for a platform to post your work and be a part of a community of other independent filmmakers and film enthusiasts, then please visit filmocracy.com. It's the one hub where you can be a part of a filmmaker ecosystem where you can rate each other's work, give constructive feedback, and have a list of other independent film works for your viewing pleasure. There's also incentives for reviewing and rating films with prizes and cash. So join us at filmocracy.com, the film fam for the film fans. Number 10. Skull. Sometimes short, sweet, and to the point is all you need. This fan film really left an impression on us. Skull, Punisher Reawakened, is light on story, but heavy on headshots. We love John Bernthal as the Punisher, and we can't forget the amazing Adi Shankar short, Laundry Day, starring Thomas Jane. This Punisher look is comic-accurate levels of glory that we've never quite seen before. In just under 3 minutes, this brutal short makes a perfect preview for another worthy Punisher reboot. Number 9. AlleyCats. Imagine if the Ninja Turtles were cats. Now imagine fights that were bloody as hell with nothing held back. That's AlleyCats, a super gory, R-rated animated short mixing 2D and 3D animation styles that perfectly meld together to give us one hell of an enjoyable film. We follow an unnamed ninja cat as he cuts his way through a legion of enemies in order to enact his vengeance on the ferocious feline that did him wrong. It's a tale of revenge that will have you cheering every time a sword slices through the enemy's furry flesh. Number 8. Shifter. If you're a fan of sci-fi, we got you covered. Shifter is an inventive, action-packed short film that impresses in its production value and special effects that rival Hollywood's very own. We follow Stryker, a man on a mission to take down an oppressive authoritarian system using a groundbreaking process called shifting. With a villain ripped straight out of a comic book, we get a memorable climactic elevator fight scene that'll have you wondering where the feature-length version of this film is. Number 7. Night Shift. If The Raid had a spin-off flick, you'd get Night Shift. If you're a fan of movies like Bourne Identity and The Raid, you're in for a treat. It's all about close-quarter hallway fights and kinetic cinematography. In this one, we follow a badass cop in a deal gone wrong. Losing her partner in the skirmish, she escapes the room and stumbles into a battle of will and a fight for survival. Her only escape from the building is to kill her way out. You'll be immersed in our heroine's claustrophobic combat all the way till the end. Number 6. No Way Out. A broken man with nothing to lose is given one task: kill the target or go back to jail knowing the same horrors inflicted on his family will continue on to others. Everything is turned upside down when the whole city sets out to kill him. In such a quick runtime, we get to be a part of an interesting world of crime and corruption that the filmmakers managed to establish phenomenally. The main character is also multi-layered enough so that we root for him every time he encounters trouble. This film feels like a smaller piece in a bigger world, and we hope that we get to see more of it in the future. Imagine a hero with a mix of Donnie Yen and Tony Jaa, and you get the protagonist of No Way Out. Number 5. Chuck Steele, Raging Balls of Steel Justice. Let's mix all of our favorite 80s action heroes, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Willis, Van Damme, and sprinkle a little Conan, and I don't mean the Barbarian. What do you get? Chuck Steele. Imagine if Wallace, Gromit, and Rambo had a baby, and you'd get one of the funniest adult animations to hit the internet. The plot is simple. A group of convicts have bankers hostage, and it's up to Chuck Steele to save the day. It's an over-the-top satirical take on the one-man army premise. This short pulls no punches. The meticulous attention to detail makes every convict's blood-bursting death come right out of the screen, especially when accompanied by a retro 90s soundtrack that'll keep the blood pumping throughout this hilarious thrill ride. We bet that you'll have a gruesome smile across your face all the way through Chuck Steele, Raging Balls of Steel Justice.
Kill him!
Number 4. Sleeping Dogs. Director Clint Jones, filmmaker and crew member of Corridor Digital, has given us one of the most brutal and hard-hitting short films we've seen. Based on the video game of the same name, we follow Wei Shen as he confronts his drug lord to tell him he's finally finished with him. Predictably, the lord's not having it, which sends the tense situation exploding into a beautifully choreographed action set piece. In the spirit of a classic kung fu movie, wide angles show off in full glory the elaborate stunts created by the EMC Monkeys' expert stunt team. Sleeping Dogs will have you cringing in pain as you see Wei Shen mowing down his enemies one punch at a time. Brutal, amazingly shot, and leaving you out of breath by the end of it. Sleeping Dogs needs to be watched immediately. Number 3. UALA. If you thought we were done with pop culture fan films, you thought wrong. We can't ignore the magnificence of this piece. Set in the universe of the Japanese anime My Hero Academia, this short creates its own American spin-off live-action universe. It follows a rookie hero in conflict with an evil group of superpowered humans, or quirks as the show calls them, and it is impressive beyond belief, with some of the coolest, most inventive choreography ever seen at this level. Veteran stunt actors like Guy De Silva and Shin Shimizu help propel the combat-driven story forward. If you've dreamed of watching a good live-action anime fight scene, don't miss UALA. Number 2. The Cure. In the year 2021, a virus has been released that kills its host in just 24 hours. The cure has been found, and it's up to our heroes to get it to the public and save millions, or risk the end of the world. This is the essence of independent filmmaking. With a crew of just 3 people and a $15,000 budget, this film could not exist without the love, time, and determination that these filmmakers had. Using a variety of techniques like miniatures and perspective shots to pull off impressive stunts and set pieces, we get an adrenaline rush of shootouts, car chases, parkour, and hand-to-hand combat. This short is a full package. As the filmmakers state in the description of their movie, everything was self-taught and studied through tutorials on YouTube. If you think the only way to pull off a Hollywood spectacle is by having billions of dollars, then think again. The cure is the antidote to that stigma. Number 1. Major Grom. Based on the comic book Major Grom, this short film is the epitome of action. It explores a variety of flavors, from a gritty heist to high-octane gun-fu, and even a little good old-fashioned swashbuckling by the end. Major Grom is incredibly likable, playing like a Russian Captain America. We follow him as he attempts to stop a bank robbery, which escalates into an ambitious sequence of events accompanied by a bombastic score. You'll have a blast watching this exhilarating adventure masterfully woven with comedy. It has the energetic spirit of the Kingsman movies, but with its own unique voice. We could go on and on about this short. Instead, we'll leave you with this scene and let you decide for yourself if Major Grom is worth your time. So that's it. 10 short action-packed films. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and follow our social media. Let us know if you want more of this kind of video and we'll make sure to deliver. If you have a short film yourself that you'd want to upload, visit filmocracy.com. It's the hub for short independent films. Join our community. Join the film family. There's links in the description for everything. Also, if you have any short films that you'd like to recommend, please let us know in the comments section below and we read everything you send. Everything.
What is Filmocracy? Filmocracy is a streaming community where users earn cash and prizes for watching and rating movies. Pretty good, huh? Just go to filmocracy.com today and start watching independent films for free.